It may seem harmless, but placing your shoe cabinet in the wrong spot is like putting a bad energy bomb right in the middle of your home. And when it goes off, bad luck can start creeping in within just a few days or a few months at most. Shoes do more than just carry the marks of your footsteps. They also absorb invisible energy from every place you have walked through. It might be the cold and damp air from a hospital hallway, the chaotic energy from a busy street market, or the lingering gloom of a stressful meeting. All of that energy gathers and settles inside your shoe cabinet. And if that cabinet is placed in a forbidden location, it becomes a kind of resonating box for negative energy, quietly releasing it throughout your home. When energy becomes disturbed, problems begin to surface. Money becomes harder to hold on to. Work gets more difficult tempers, flare more easily, and health starts to decline for no apparent reason. Today I am going to share with you the specific locations where you should never place your shoe cabinet. These are places that help preserve positive energy and block negative vibes. I will also give you some simple but effective tips to fix the issue, even if you cannot move your cabinet. These are insights I have gathered over many years of observation and personal experience, and by the end, you might just find yourself looking at your own home in a completely new light. But before we get started, head down to the comments section and write a positive affirmation for yourself. Something like, "I am ready to change my destiny," or "I am a magnet for wealth and abundance." And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss out on more ancient feng shui wisdom and spiritual rituals. Together, we are building a community that knows how to arrange energy for a life of flow, peace, and fulfillment. And to avoid turning your shoe cabinet into a source of misfortune, the first thing you need to understand is how to choose one that is both functional and feng shui friendly. Let's talk about height first. Our ancestors often said, "What you place in your home must flow with the energy, never overpower it." Ideally, the height of your shoe cabinet should not exceed 1/3 the height of the room. Why 1/3? Because in feng shui, the space from the floor up to about 1/3 of the room's height is considered the low energy zone, the area where heavy air and impurities tend to settle. Since shoes carry external energy, placing them too high allows that heavy energy to spread into the middle zone, which should remain clean and fresh to protect both your health and your emotional balance. A cabinet that is too tall can also feel suffocating and overwhelming as soon as you walk in, almost like a wall, blocking your good fortune. Next, let's talk about the number of shelves. Many cabinet designs come with 3, 4, 6, or even 7 shelves. But according to feng shui, the most balanced number is 5. That is because 5 represents the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. When all 5 elements are in harmony, the energy in your space flows smoothly, supporting everything from wealth and health to your relationships. Even if you do not have enough shoes to fill 5 shelves, having a 5-shelf structure still acts as an energy code, like a framework that helps balance the flow. And finally, let's talk about color. A feng shui-friendly shoe cabinet should not be too bright or flashy. Choose warm, muted, or neutral tones like wood brown, earthy yellow light gray, or velvet black. These shades have the ability to absorb and hold energy, creating a sense of calm and grounding as soon as you enter your home. A brightly colored cabinet can stir up the energy field too much, turning your entryway into a chaotic zone, which is basically like blowing your good luck right out the front door. Choosing a feng shui-friendly shoe cabinet is only the first step. What matters even more is where you place it, because there are certain spots that, if violated, will turn your cabinet into a magnet for bad luck, faster than you might expect. Number 1. Inside the bedroom. Your bedroom is meant to be a sanctuary, a place where your energy gets restored after a long day. This space requires a calm and steady energy flow, nothing that stirs or disrupts its natural rhythm. But when you place a shoe cabinet here, you are unknowingly introducing a source of chaotic mixed energy right into your resting zone. The real danger is not the visible dust or dirt, but the energetic frequency that clings to shoes from all the places they have been. In feng shui, your sleeping space needs stable energy to allow your mind and body to heal. But just one element that carries heavy or restless energy like shoes can throw everything off balance. The result: light-broken sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, mental tension, and over time, a weakened immune system. Beyond personal health, a shoe cabinet in the bedroom can also impact your romantic relationship. When the energy in your bedroom becomes cloudy from shoe energy, the emotional warmth between you and your partner starts to fade. That private space loses its natural intimacy and harmony. If placing your cabinet in the bedroom is absolutely unavoidable, make sure it is fully enclosed. Regularly cleanse the space using light fragrances and soft lighting. But remember, this is only a temporary fix. Nothing can replace the benefit of moving the cabinet elsewhere. Number 2. Directly facing the main entrance. In feng shui, the front door is known as the mouth of energy, the gateway through which good energy and fortune enter your home. When a shoe cabinet sits directly opposite the main door, it acts like an invisible wall, blocking that positive energy right at the entrance. Even worse, shoes often carry negative energy from outside, and placing them right in your home's welcome zone makes it even easier for that bad energy to flow deeper inside. This situation creates what is called a door clash, where good energy gets pushed away and negative energy floods in. You may feel like the space right in front of your door is always stuffy and uncomfortable, and over time, this subtle pressure affects everyone's mental state. Long-term effects can include career obstacles, money that comes and goes, and strained social relationships. From a practical standpoint, having a shoe cabinet directly across from the entrance also ruins the first impression of your home. The first thing guests see is shoes, which unintentionally gives off a poor vibe. In feng shui, that very first impression sets the tone for the type of energy someone brings into your space. If your entryway is narrow and placing the cabinet near the door is your only option, shift the cabinet to the side so it does not sit directly in line with the entrance. You can also place a screen or a leafy green plant to create a buffer zone, which both blocks and filters the energy before it flows through your home. Number 3. Facing the altar or prayer room. The altar is a sacred space. It is where we connect with the spiritual realm and honor those beyond. The energy field around it must remain pure and peaceful. When a shoe cabinet filled with polluted energy is placed directly across from the altar or prayer room, it is considered deeply disrespectful in spiritual beliefs. It also disrupts the flow of blessings that your family may be receiving. Energy from the altar is meant to radiate outward, providing protection and support for family members. But if a shoe cabinet stands in its path, that flow gets scattered, like trying to hear a voice through static noise. The connection between the physical and spiritual realms gets cut off, making your prayers and wishes harder to manifest. The impact shows up in everyday life too. People become impatient, have trouble listening to one another, and emotional bonds between family members start to weaken. Over time, it even affects your spiritual journey, your ability to feel grow and stay rooted in your values and beliefs. If your home's structure cannot be changed, choose a built-in shoe cabinet and place it off the central axis of the altar. Always keep the cabinet closed and consider hanging a soft, neutral-colored curtain to create a sense of separation and preserve the serenity of your sacred space. Number 4. In the center of the home. The very center of your home, also known as the central palace, holds a special place in feng shui. It is the energetic core where all energy converges before flowing out to the rest of the house. This area must stay clean, bright and peaceful to allow vitality to spread evenly throughout your space. Placing a shoe cabinet in the center of your home is like dropping a heavy weight right in the middle of your energy system. Shoes carry dense, heavy energy, and placing them here prevents life force energy from gathering properly. It either gets diluted or scattered. As a result, your home loses its sense of unity. People may live together, but rarely share, easily misunderstand one another, and struggle to find common ground. On a health level, disrupted or weakened energy flow in the center leads to fatigue, lack of focus, and low emotional resilience. This is not something you notice right away, but over time, it slowly drains your vitality day by day. The only real solution is to move the shoe cabinet out of the center of the home. Instead, keep that area open and clean. You can brighten it up with a light-colored rug or add a potted plant to bring in freshness and help draw positive energy in. Avoiding the forbidden spots is how you prevent misfortune. But to truly open the door to prosperity and good luck, you also need to know the golden locations where your shoe cabinet should be placed. Number 1. Inside a built-in wall cabinet with a closed door. If you are looking for the most practical and feng shui-approved location for your shoe storage, a built-in wall cabinet with a fully closed door is as close to perfect as it gets. This option saves space, keeps things neat, and acts like a silent energy filter that protects your entire home. This kind of cabinet follows the principle of hiding, meaning the shoes are completely tucked into the wall's structure. It traps stagnant energy inside an enclosed space, minimizing the chance of it spreading into your living environment. Your home stays fresh and clean, and the shoe storage remains out of sight, creating a sense of order even when it's holding a lot of stuff. In feng shui, this supports the idea of clean above clutter, below meaning the upper space, especially at eye level, should stay clear and light. Hiding your shoe cabinet in the wall helps maintain a clean visual flow, giving anyone who enters a sense of calm and openness without losing function. Another, plus a built-in shoe cabinet with a solid door, pairs well with feng shui mirrors if used wisely. Instead of placing mirrors across from the front door or in restricted spots, attach one to the cabinet door, facing an area that needs light or openness. This boosts brightness, expands space, and smooths energy flow. Just avoid placing mirrors where they reflect the altar, your bed, or the main entrance, as this may disrupt the energy. Since the cabinet is built into the wall, you have more freedom in choosing materials and finishes. Match it with wall paint, or use warm wood for a cozy feel. For feng shui harmony, choose colors based on your element or the direction of the space, like blue or black for the north, green for the east, and white or metallic tones for the west. One important note: even though it is a closed cabinet, there still needs to be ventilation. Feng shui is not just about hiding the energy inside, also needs to stay fresh. A tightly sealed shoe cabinet with no airflow can still become a storage unit for negative energy. So always leave a small vent at the top or bottom and make it a habit to open the cabinet now and then to air it out and clean inside. Number 2. To the right of the main entrance as you walk in. As you enter your home, the space to the right of the door is known in feng shui as the white tiger position. It represents protection and has the job of stabilizing the energy flow while also filtering out negative energy before it enters the home. Placing your shoe cabinet here turns it into a quiet guardian, not blocking good energy, but serving as a natural filter that captures the heavy or chaotic energy that comes in with your shoes. In feng shui, the white tiger side represents firmness and safety, but it also needs balance with the opposite side, the green dragon on the left, which represents movement and growth. By placing the cabinet on the right, you help preserve this balance. The left keeps the flow active. The right keeps it grounded. From a practical standpoint, this placement is super convenient. As soon as you open the door, you simply turn right to store your shoes. No need to carry outdoor dust and energy deeper into the home. It keeps your entryway clean, organized, and welcoming. Let me share a quick story. I once advised a family to move their shoe cabinet from directly facing the main door to the right side instead. A few months later, they told me the difference was night and day. Guests often commented on how pleasant the energy felt as soon as they walked in, and the homeowner's work life became noticeably smoother. It was not magic. The energy was simply flowing in the right direction. If you want to boost the protective effect, place a small green potted plant or a feng shui symbol on top of the cabinet. Just make sure it is tidy and does not block the pathway. The plant helps purify the air, while the feng shui item reinforces the guardian role of the white tiger side. Number 3. Under the staircase if the space is airy. In many homes, the area under the stairs is either neglected or poorly used. But in feng shui, this spot is unique. If left empty, it is considered dead space. But if used correctly, it can become a powerful energy regulator. That is because airflow in the home is not always smooth. In houses where the stairs are near the front or back door, energy often rushes straight through the house without spreading evenly. An open, well-ventilated area under the stairs can slow down and redirect this flow. When you place your shoe cabinet there, you are not only making use of a forgotten corner, but also creating a natural break that prevents energy from speeding through too quickly. An added benefit. It creates a sense of warmth and purpose around the staircase area. Many people have told me that after putting a shoe cabinet under the stairs, the space felt more grounded and alive, no longer just a cold, empty void. That being said, not every staircase corner is suitable. The key is that the area must be airy and not damp. If the space is dark, stuffy, or prone to moisture, placing a shoe cabinet, there will do more harm than good. Make sure it is well ventilated, or at the very least install a warm light, or a soft yellow light-emitting diode to brighten things up. Choose a cabinet that fits the shape and angle of the staircase. A closed cabinet is best for keeping things neat. For extra energy flow, leave a little space on top of the cabinet for light decorations, like a ceramic vase, a small statue, or a leafy green plant. These elements not only beautify the area, but also support better air circulation and energy harmony. Number 4. In the hallway near the entrance, not facing the door directly. In feng shui, the area just beyond the front door is where two worlds meet: the ever-changing outside and the peaceful inside. That is why placing a buffer zone in the hallway near the entrance, but not directly in line with the door, is a smart way to soften the incoming energy flow. When you walk in, the energy brings with it a mix of freshness and chaos from the outside world. If left unchecked, it can surge straight into your living space with too much force, creating imbalance. A shoe cabinet placed in the hallway corner, off to the side, and out of direct sight from the door serves as a natural energy buffer. It does not block the flow, but helps slow it down and spread it more gently, so your home stays peaceful and grounded. This spot is also great for decorating. Hallways usually have just enough room for a compact cabinet, along with a few accents, like a vase, a framed picture, or a small lamp. Together, these create a soft and welcoming first impression while keeping the space functional and stylish. On a behavioral level, placing your shoe cabinet here encourages a simple, mindful habit. When you get home, you pause, take off your shoes, and leave the outside world behind before stepping into your personal space. It becomes a small ritual that builds emotional boundaries and clarity. When choosing a cabinet for this hallway spot, focus on size and placement. It should fit well without sticking out or blocking the walkway. For narrow hallways, use a slim or wall-mounted design. A light-colored or slightly reflective surface helps keep the area open and bright. When applied properly, feng shui is not superstition or strict rules. It is the art of arranging energy so that every object and corner in your home supports harmony and welcomes good fortune. Even something as simple as a shoe cabinet can either support or block the flow of life energy. Moving it from an unlucky spot to a better one can shift how energy flows, opening new doors to health, wealth, and peace for your family. If life feels out of sync, start small, like checking where your shoe cabinet is placed. One small change today might lead to a smoother path tomorrow. Before we close, drop a positive affirmation for yourself in the comments, something like, "I choose positive energy for my home," or "I attract abundance and peace." And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. So each week, we can continue exploring ancient feng shui wisdom and spiritual rituals that not only beautify your home, but uplift your life.